Hello, loves. It's April Mac here, and I wanted to come on today and talk about authenticity. I actually was very lucky this morning to be able to get on to a Business at Breakfast networking event, which was on Zoom, which is just a beautiful bunch of people, mainly based here in Canberra, but also people from other states. And I was the guest speaker. And I decided it was quite a last minute request, and I thought, right, normally I get onto these things and I have some really pretty slides and I'm all, you know, polished, think about what I'm going to say and have it all perfected before I go on. And today I thought, you know what, I'm just going to get on and I'm going to be me, totally me, and just share my stuff and who I am and talk about authenticity and see how it lands. So the people in the network group are business people, entrepreneurs that have their own businesses, and I jumped on and I was feeling really quite nervous. However, I felt really certain that that was what I needed to do. So hello, whoever's watching. And so I turned up and I took a few deep breaths, and away I went, and it was amazing because I let myself be seen. I let down the guard of, the April Mac, the professional with the slides and all. My background is in corporate, so I've always, tried to have that polished feel about what I do. And so being unpolished and just showing up and kind of, freestyling feels really scary to me. But it went down really, really well and people loved it. And I just felt, yes, this is what I'm here to do. This is what I'm going to start doing a lot more of. Hello, Anandi Silva. Nice to see you, gorgeous. So it was such a beautiful experience for me, and I got a lot of feedback about how much better it was that I am just turning up as the real me. And so the question is, when you think about authenticity, so who is the real you? Like, we have all built up identities for ourselves, and it comes from our childhoods. Hey Bree, how are you, beautiful? Talking here about authenticity and how we've built up our persona, our identity from our childhoods. And if we weren't liked at school, or were teased about something, then we might have modified ourselves a little bit, changed this little bit, or tried to do things differently so that we were more accepted. And basically, over the years, we build up this kind of identity. And, my identity, April Mac, I've been working in the corporate space, and, I'm a professional, and, I might be a bit funny, and, I have all this thing that I've built up. And what I've been doing more recently is peeling back the layers of all of that and going, what's in here? What's in my heart? What's in my heart that I want to say? And that's going to help the people who I'm here to help. So letting go of those layers is scary and hard and requires courage, and you have to be brave. But doing it so far, my journey is still, I'm right at the beginning, but I'm finding that it is so rewarding. For me, for one thing, like I'm feeling like a weight has been lifted. Like just so much freer when I actually get to be myself, to talk about the things that I want to talk about. And so even if there's only going to be 1 or 2 listeners, it doesn't matter. It feels good. It feels so amazing. And then what I found on this, I was on a Zoom call today with about 25 people in a networking event, and there I was presenting, talking, and I was able to talk about my spirituality. And suddenly everyone just wanted to share their own stuff and say how they have been hiding, and they haven't been able to talk about their spirituality because of fear of how others might see them. So by me sharing me and being really, really super honest, it's giving people permission around me to be the same, and or to feel ready to share their authentic selves. So I just wanted to come on because it was such a beautiful experience for me today, and I wanted to share that with you guys. And I did ask the group that I've got to present to today, I asked them, where are you hiding yourself, both in life and in your business? Where are you hiding? What parts of you are you worried to show that you're scared that other people won't like? You know, is it your spirituality, or is it, you know, your beliefs about something, or, you know, we're all hiding something. And, you know, for me, it's time to let it go. And so I just ask you to reflect on what parts of you are you hiding from the rest of the world, whether it's in your personal life or in your business. Because if you can identify that and then go, hey, why am I hiding that? And start to unlock what's behind it, there'll be some bullshit fear that you've generated over years and years of thinking a particular way. And you know what? I think you'll probably find it's not true. And, you know, even if there is some truth to it, it's about unlocking what that is. So, hello, Andrew. Nice to see you. So it's been a massive thing for me, and like the people that were on this call today, I was really encouraged by the response. People want to hear this stuff. People want real people. So the other thing that we talked about was that people buy it from people. So if you're in business, or, you know, you have your own business, and people want to get to know the real you, the person behind the business, because people want to buy from that person. They want to understand who that person is. And so if you can show them a bit more of that person, you know, that's like, you know, having photos of yourself online or wherever it is you promote yourself, including your name in your business name, and showing a bit of yourself. It's scary, right? It's really scary, but what I'm realizing is authenticity equals attraction. So I personally am so attracted to watching and listening to anyone who I really feel is being themselves. And if you feel the same way, then that's a signal to you that, yeah, this is real. This is true stuff. This is not just something made up. So if you're attracted to that, then it goes the same way. People will be attracted to you if you can just show up as you. And it sounds ridiculous to think that it's hard to just show up as ourselves, but it is. It is, because we've built up all these layers and these facades and masks, and we think, oh, we have to be this way, otherwise no one will like me, no one will listen to me. Who wants to listen to me, you know? And when you let it all go and just go into your heart and think, right, I'm going to be me, and if you don't like me, then bugger off. It just brings a whole new level of relief for yourself. And then what will happen as well, and what's already happening for me, and I've only been doing this for a short time, is the people who really get me, the people who really want what I'm here to talk about, they're coming. They're coming, and they want it, you know, they're connecting with me, they're engaging with me. And so suddenly I'm talking to people in a language that feels good for me, and they get me and I get them. And it's just so much more real. So I can't fault this process. I'm just thinking it's the best thing ever, despite the fact that it can be scary. So, you know, I would encourage you, if you're watching and thinking about this, just ask yourself that question of, where am I hiding? And what am I hiding about myself to the rest of the world, or to your partner, to anyone in your life or in your business? And just ask yourself why, and have a think about what it is, what you're scared of. What are you scared of? Because there's going to be some fear there of what you're scared of. For me, the fear was, if I reveal my true self, you know, the fact that I'm a spiritual being, and that I believe in my divinity, and I believe that I've got this connection with the divine, and, you know, all of this stuff, I thought, if I reveal that, people are going to think I'm fucking crazy. Excuse the swearing. They're going to think I'm a fucking freak. And maybe I am, right? But that's not been my experience. What I'm finding is that people who feel that same way are coming in, And then I get to have an open conversation with those people because they're my people. So if you really, really want to find your people, then you've got to be prepared to really show up as who you are. It's just as simple as that. And, it can take a bit of practice, but, and I'm practicing right now, but I'm doing it and I feel so good about it. So if if this is speaking to you in any way, shape or form, please write a comment. Please let me know that you are here and that this resonated in any way, shape or form for you. If you're watching on the replay, #replay, so that I know that you are there and I can connect with you. And I also just want to mention as well, really briefly, that I have got a course coming up on just this. So I wanted to explore it for myself. So I thought there'll be other people who want to do the same. Hey, Justine, how are you? Gorgeous. Yes, very relevant. What do you think when you find what the fear is? Okay. So, right. For those of you who are interested, when you go, okay, I really want to be this, I really want to do this, but I'm scared. When you get that feeling of what the fear is, you've got to ask yourself, okay, so what is that? Where did it come from? So maybe for me, sharing that, I'm this spiritual being, my fear was that people will think that she's weird and that she can't deliver, technical or good stuff because she's just a spiritual, airy fairy person. And so when I look at that and I listen to that and I question that, I think, how true is it? How true is that? And I unravel it. I open that up and I think about where that might have come from. And for me, that has come from in the past. I used to judge people who were all spiritual and I used to think that they were full of crap. And I had this statement in my mind about those people, they are weirdos, they're freaks, oh my God. And so of course that's what I thought that everyone was going to think about me. Hey Alison, beautiful, thank you darling. So then I realized that's not true. I don't think, and that was a statement that I had. And you can actually, when you've got a statement like that and you can kind of really look at it, write it down on a piece of paper and go, how true is that? And then if you realize, there's not actually a lot of truth in that, and you can think about how can you tweak that statement. It might be, some people are weird, but not all spiritual people are weird. Like, who do I follow that is a spiritual person that I think is not weird? Eckhart Tolle, all these people that I think are amazing. And therefore it's like, okay, yeah, so that statement is not actually as true as what I might have once thought it was. And you can make a decision. You make a decision to no longer think that. It can be as simple as that. If it's really deeply ingrained, it might not be quite as easy as making a decision, but you can actually just choose to flip things or just tweak them down a bit. Just say, not everyone that's a spiritual person online that's talking about spirituality is full of shit. In fact, so many are not. Of course they're not. They're beautiful people. They're my people. But I used to think they were freaks, So anyway, so I've gotten over that. And so then I can step in and come in and say, hey, I'm this woman. I've got this corporate background. I've got all these skills. There's things I can teach you. But as well as that, I've got this other, connection and intuition going on, and I can bring that to it as well. So I've got this combination between strategy and, really good tactical skills, as well as this beautiful intuition, this goddess inside me that is finally ready to come out into the world. I feel like I'm coming out, like, how maybe someone whose sexuality, they feel ready to tell everyone. That's how I feel right now. I'm just going to have a quick look here at the comments. Alison, yeah, April, you're fabulous. Love your authenticity, Alison. Now you can show the being spiritual is the very opposite of any fairy. Yeah, absolutely. Of airy fairy. That's right. Spirituality is about depth, honesty, and love. Oh, Alison, I love that. That's so true, right? It's so true. It is about depth and honesty and it feels so, can't tell you, I feel like, a weight has been lifted now that I finally get to do this. And I get to be with people who are comfortable having these conversations, So, it's not something I'm going to necessarily go on and on about. But for now, I have to go on about it a bit because I'm in my coming out stage. Justine, multi-dimensional approach. Absolutely. That's the value I can now bring. So I always had to keep that part of me hidden before. And even though I was doing it like secretly before I would run a workshop, I've run these beautiful workshops and been able to hold, 40 people in a room with such love and support. Alison, you were at one of my workshops. And before, all the background stuff that I do for those workshops was, connecting with the divine, doing so much beautiful prayer work and bringing in all this divine energy. And then I go into the room and I rock that freaking room, right? Funny, and I'm this and I'm that and I'm doing all this. But deep beneath it all was what, I felt like my whole purpose for being there was to help people feel the light that they have inside, shine their light. That was what was behind all my workshops and all of my work since I started my own business is how do I help people? I call it finding their G-spot, which is kind of funny because it's like, their genius spot. Then I call it a G-spot out to make it fun, but really secretly it was like their God spot, and don't mention the God word, right? So I would never say that. But what I'm wanting is people to find that spark inside them, that really the bit of us that is the beauty, and the divine connection. So hi, I like you. That's nice. Thank you, Atraf. I'm sorry if I haven't pronounced your name right. So I was doing all that and I was running my workshops and I had all this divine stuff that I was doing in the background, but I never told anyone. And so, that was fine for a while, but now I can do it and I can be open about it and share that. And it feels better. It feels more honest, more authentic, born again. Thank you, Alison. Absolutely, And so I've had all this, but I just haven't been able to talk about it until now. And I just didn't feel ready. And, now I'm ready. And I feel like, amazing things. I'm going to be able to help so many more people because I can be really me. I can be honest, and I don't just have to go after the corporate clients, which is what I was sort of, thinking that I had to do. I've had a corporate background. I've got to, be really corporate and keep up this facade and all of that. I can let all that go now. I can just bring in all the beautiful people like those of you who are watching, I get to bring you guys in, which just fills my heart. Oh my God. Oh, Justine, I love that. Beautiful. Love that. Helping people find and shine their light. Oh yeah. Let me just see what else you said there. Yeah. Beautiful. And that's what I'm here to do. I know without a shadow of a doubt that my purpose in this world is to help people find their light, shine it out more brightly, because we are all beautiful sparks and we get scared. And if I can kind of be an example and step up now and show people, you know what, it doesn't have to be that scary, and you know what, you can just be you, and you are just absolutely perfect as you are, and we're all different flavors, we're all a little bit different. We don't have to compare ourselves to each other because we've all got so much beauty to offer. If I can do that for just one person, then wow, oh my God, that's what I'm here for. But if I can do it for more just by being that myself, then I just feel blessed. I feel so blessed. I could sing from the rooftops if you can't already tell. Alison, I love the God spot. Yeah, take that on. Oh, good. Excellent. That's so nice. It's so lovely to have you guys on here too. And I just feel very, very blessed. My children are out there. I think they're on devices because they're being super quiet. It really does worry me a little bit how quiet they are. I think there's Minecraft going on and something else, which, yeah, I've let them do way too much device time today, so I won't stay on for much longer, but it's so beautiful. So if you're interested in exploring your authenticity with me, coming and hanging out with me, we're going to do 5 days straight. And the reason I'm going to do it 5 days straight is I think when you do something like this, you want to immerse yourself in it. So it starts next Thursday. We're going to do an hour a day, and it's just going to be like this. We're going to be online together, and I'm like the facilitator, but you guys, it's a collaboration between all of us. We will just explore stuff. I have got a structured outline for the 5 days, but we will also just see where it takes us. And so if you're interested It's like $49, super cheap, and because I just want to get this out there. And you can get the link at the top of my April Mac Biz page in Facebook. If you don't know where it is, just message me and I will send you the link. Alison, you're already in it. You're my first. I'm so thrilled that I saw that you were coming along to that today. I love working with you, so that's awesome. And so the course, Justine, is that what your course will be about? Yep, the course is called Authentic, and it's just about exploring how we can show up in our lives as being more authentic. So where did we get lost? A lot of us have gotten lost. I've gotten lost so many fucking times I can't remember, and recently got lost again, but you know, here I am again. So we're going to explore who we really are, you know, what is that shiny light inside of us? How, you know, are we going to be able to shine that more? What's standing in the way? Like, what are we scared of? What are our fears? You know, what are we worried about that people are going to say about us? And then how we can shift through those things and get through. And by the end of the 5 days, 1 hour a day, 5 days in a row from next Thursday at various times, I'll send out a schedule. By the end of that, we're going to commit to what changes we're going to make. So like, it's not just going to be an airy fairy course where you just explore and think about it and whatever. I really would like by the end of it for you to really think about, okay, what changes am I going to make, and commit to it. And, you know, I can follow you up and make sure that you're doing what you said you would. So if you're interested, I'd love to see you on there. It's going to be a beautiful bunch of people. It always is, because that's what's happening now. I'm attracting the most gorgeous people and it's just divine. So I hope to see you there. I'll be doing more lives between now and then, and yeah, easy. So it was so nice to hang out with you guys really briefly today. This just worked out so beautifully. I wasn't even I didn't know how long I'd talk for. I've talked for way longer than I expected. But we haven't been interrupted, which was nice. So I'll say goodbye. I'll just check any comments here if there's anything I need to respond to. Love that comment, Justine. Justine, I'm interested. Sounds so good. Hope the time of day fits. Yeah, and Justine, just on that, what I'll do is I'll schedule it at different times, because people, you know, just so that people can make some, not necessarily all, and all of the sessions will be recorded. It'll be run inside a private Facebook group. And so if you miss a session, you can always catch up. But obviously it's better if you can make it live, because then we can interact. Clearly that's way better. You know, so yeah, hopefully, fingers crossed, the times work out and that you can join us. All right. Lots of love to everyone. Have a great afternoon. Mwah! Beautiful day here in Canberra. All right. See you later. Leave a comment if you're watching this on replay. See you, loves.